Chapter 3, Lunchroom Brawl. Juxtapose Zeta, binary, goat, heroic, and stand-up comedian stood on the corner, holding a sign for the red caps and werewolves to see. "Hats off for a howling good time," she shouted the words on the sign while pumping it into the air. The corner had been cleared of all fighting, with a clear path down an alley behind the hopeful heroic. "Be ready, everyone. I can see the message is getting around to the others, helping to keep them in check." Slowly, anyone fighting the werewolves and redcaps found ways to remove themselves from the fighting. Within minutes, the chaos ceased in utter confusion. Werewolves sniffed the air, becoming the first of the combatants lured forward by Zeta's plan. "I think it's working," she said, blowing raspberries in the direction of the redcaps. The action seemed to have the desired effect, as many of them began inching towards her, which may not be as great an idea as I thought if it fails. "We got this," Farah said on her back. "Besides, this time my payload is quite a bit different. Seriously, this is genius." Looking down the street, Zeta watched the line she had drawn carefully. When the two factions crossed it, and the one up the street, the chaos would begin. However, redcaps weren't foolish. They obviously sensed something was amiss. The werewolves were driven by hunger and a need to inflict their virus on the unwary. She needed both to cross the lines. "I know," she said, motioning for Gale to step out of the shadows of the alley to hold her sign. "There's one thing these redcaps won't be able to resist." "We're ready," he said, pumping the sign in the air. "Do what you have to do." In the middle of the street, Zeta stopped and held up her palm. The red-cap portion of the small army stopped, but she knew they wouldn't be able to stay motionless. Taking her digitana, she drew the blade across her palm. Neon purple blood slowly dripped to the ground. "Bet none of you have ever had binary blood on your caps. Who's gonna be the first?" In one fast motion, the red caps rushed forward, unable to see past their own lust for blood. See you tomorrow for the conclusion of Juxtapose Zeta. And thank you for listening.